Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Yokai Watch 4 Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we're now finally at the S rank that we do want within the game here, and I am super happy about that. But there is still one more other post-game mission that I still want to go and do here within Chapter 11. Now, mind you, there is plenty of other different missions as well, too, not just only with the Grand Sumo that we are going to be doing within our timeout here for today, but there's some stuff that we could go and do with some of Lord Antona's assistants, such as with the Raijin and Fukun, that we could go and do their trials if we needed to, and there's some other ones as well, but I'm not going to really worry about those. I'll take care of them on my own accord. Now, mind you, as well, too, within the Grand Sumo Tournament, I'm going to go and worry about the rest of the other things that are going to happen later on throughout this part of this said tournament that's going to happen. The only thing that you guys are only going to be seeing here within the Grand Tournament is me tackling throughout the beginning of what is happening within here. Now, I do want to say, though, that majority of these different tournament segments that are going to happen are going to be pretty tricky. These guys are going to be sitting up around in the level 50 margins. Unfortunately, for what my yokais are, is that they are, well, currently right now, somewhere in between of the mid 40s, so that's a little bit scary in my opinion, but however, we'll see how well everything plays out within here. I know that we got this guy though. This dude is actually going to be blocking the actual sumo door, and we can't really get anything into that door just yet unless we have special authorization, and that is, of course, is going to have to go about with this weird crab yokai dude that's gonna happen here. Now, in reality, this is not actually his actual, well, this is his shadow side form, but we're not gonna be able to go and see his light side form just yet, but his name is actually gonna be known as Chalky. Now, I don't know if he's also been past yokai as well too in the past from there. But however, this battle is a little bit difficult, and he does have some pretty high defenses around for what his shadow side yokai is all about within here. Now, I don't know if I already said this, but within the two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing out here with Yokai Watch 4, but we are also going to be jumping into some more of Ocarina of Time. That is finally something that I've been wanting to go and replay as well later on, so that I can be able to hopefully at least accomplish out on with everything that has to be said and done with the whole Forest Temple, because I know that we still got Phantom Ganon to go to. Now, I want to say during the last two videos, I believe you guys would have saw the past Yokai Watch 4 episode and the Final Fantasy X Let's Play for us to go and cross on into with some stuff that was happening within the whole clique of woods and everything, but we already went and taken care of that, and now we're going to be here doing some Ocarina of Time, which that is pretty nice. So now let's go and finally head on into that door now and finally see what this whole area is all about. Now, I want to say that this area is so beautiful, man. This, like, I have to say, like, out of all the areas that I have been to out here so far, I know that I said that I think Mystic Grove was like my favorite part. No. This whole Grand Sumo, the whole Sumo Ring area for where this place is at, it looks so cool. It feels like it's something like out of One Piece, man. Like, it seriously looks like something that came from, like, the Wano arc that was happening. Now, I'm pretty certain, I don't think, well, when did Wano arc actually start? Did it start in 2019 or 2020? So, somewhere in between there, right? And I'm pretty sure that this game also came out around 2019 as well, so I guess they kind of had a little bit of some inspiration, I guess, for when that arc was starting to actually appear within that time there. Now, I know that everybody's probably watching the Egg, what's it, the Egg Island arc or something? I think that's what's happening in the One Piece era. I haven't even made it all the way up to there just yet, so please don't spoil anything, because I have not made it up to that part. I've only seen the battle between, I think, what's it, with Kaido and Yamato at this point in time. But let's go and head off into the main entrance that is going to happen here. So now we have to go and start with another main mission. This is going to be the Summer Tournament Start. So now this is going to be kind of a lengthy type of mission that's going to happen here, because we're going to get ourselves introduced on how this whole tournament is going to be all about. So yeah, there's some other different things here. We got one for Hoverneon and some other characters that we have met up before during the time of the Anima Tournament. But now they got finally has some missions for us to go ahead and do. And also, by the way, I don't know if I already said this before, but there is a Kyubi mission that you can be able to go and do, and be able to go and be able to add Kyubi to your actual team. And I know that before I was thinking that we weren't able to be getting ourselves with both with Benok or Kyubi, but we actually do have the normal form Benok on our team. But now we can be able to get ourselves with the Kyubi at that point. But I don't know if there has to be another type of mission beforehand before you can go and do that one. So I'll have to do some other research for that when I go and play this game again on my own accord. This is just for the finale though. But I have to say, how many episodes have we been into right now? Because I may probably have to go and check back in through all my listings out here. I want to say roughly we're somewhere in like in the mid 70s now, right? Around at this point, or maybe a little bit closer, just behind before going into the into the 80s episodes. But I don't think we're even close to even reaching all the way up to the 80th episode of this series. But man, I want to say, what was one of my highest series that happened before? Was it Dark Cloud 2? I think it could have been probably Dark Cloud 2, because I think we made it all the way up to 101 episodes, didn't we? Or somewhere around there? I know that before, back in the day, like back when I first started doing my YouTube channel, I think, what was it, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door? I don't know why, for whatever reasons, like that series had like the highest number, like by far. I think it was like all the way up at like, I think all the way up by like episode 50 or somewhere around there. But I know that since I've been doing a lot of other JRPG games and other things of that type of nature, I know that sometimes some things kind of have to be a little bit annoying in some occasions, and that's why most of the times we are now kind of like in the upper 50s and upper 60s around at this point with other different series that are happening within the channel here. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure that you guys do go and hit that like and also subscribe, and also don't forget to go and also comment down below to share your support within the different series that happen throughout the Let's Plays. And if you guys don't know who I am, and well, sometimes I kind of like doing this as for like a finale time as well too, since we're getting into our way of ending everything here. My name is Proxify, or ProxifyGaming for that matter. Also, you can call me Jay as well too. It doesn't really matter. I know that one of my friends, Kevin, me and him, since we kind of go and do a co-op, he kind of goes by my actual name as well too. But normally, most of you guys should know me as Prox. But I play from old school games, also current school games, and I've been enjoying it ever since. Currently, right now, we're just doing Yokai Watch 4. We are playing through Okami HD, almost about to be finishing off with that series pretty soon. Jumping into Final Fantasy X of all stuff, which that's been really fun. Got to go and head into the whole Kalika Island at this point, or the Kalika area at this point in time. We are going to have to head into the temple pretty soon from there. And what else are we go? Oh yeah, and also too, just want to point this out to you guys, since it is going to be the finale episode, and you guys want to know exactly what type of new series that I'm going to do afterwards with Yokai Watch 4. I was going to plan out on doing Yokai Watch 3, but I'm not going to be doing that because, however, I do have another type of monster capture game, and that is going to be, of course, known as Ni no Kuni, and I will be playing the Wrath of the White Witch. I will be playing that one as my very first Ni no Kuni game. I know that there's also another Ni no Kuni game that's also out, I think, what's it, for the PS4, or yeah, I think it's somewhere for that one. I have never actually went and played through that throughout that game yet as well, but I'll probably do that once I go complete off with the first one out here first, because I think that's like the first actual localization Ni no Kuni game. I'm pretty sure that has happened here for us. There is an actual English translation for the Nintendo DS version, which I do actually have, but I'm not going to go and really play through that one. I'm going to go and just play through the localization, the one that happened for the PS3 and PS4 days. Now, I'm not really too familiar with the Ni no Kuni, so I'm going to probably have to say that this is going to be maybe a blind episode, well, probably a blind series altogether. Now here, within everything of this sumo battling that is happening right now, what you need to do is that if you guys kind of see what's going to happen with No Way and with Story Puss here, they're going to get flown off into the bottomless pit that's going to happen. Now, don't worry, these guys are not going to get like completely destroyed or anything. It's just that we just need to make sure that they get knocked out of this whole tournament so that we can at least get ourselves with a win. But that's what needs to happen here. But the one thing that you have to be really careful about is that since basically this is a tournament, you can heal up your guys, but you cannot revive them. So if you lose out on a member, such as like with Cole, like since I'm playing around with Cole, or even with the other 3 characters that we do have locked on our team, you have to, I think, from what I can recall, is that you have to use only 3 yokai that's in your main party. You can't use the ones that are in your bench. So I know it will probably be a little bit unfair for that, but yeah, so you can only go and only use the main 3 guys on your team. That's why I had to do a little bit of some changing of the different equipments and everything that happened throughout here. So now we'll kind of learn a little bit more about other things such as rewards and other stuff. I know that we've been getting a lot of these different points out here, but I'm not really too familiar on what we need to use for those points for rewards. I guess we could go and probably use those kind of like something out of like with Pokemon, right? In the whole Battle Frontier, is that if you get like a certain amount of like battle points, you can go and just buy out on like life orbs and other special unique equipment that you can never really go and find within the actual areas in some different parts of the field. Now I know that in later games they kind of made things a little bit much easier without having to worry about having the Battle Frontier, because the Battle Frontier is not really a thing in Pokemon games anymore. But originally that's how you would be able to find all the different unique items before. So if you wanted to buy like a life orb, or if you wanted to get like another type of certain item, like I think it's like a cell battery. I don't think you can really go and find that in the field somewhere, but yeah, so like if you want to find like one of those cell batteries, you actually have to go and buy it from the actual the whole Battle Frontier from there. But now this battle, I want to say, is going to get a little bit more tricky, but instead, we are still going to get ourselves a nice good victory, of course. Now, Chalky is the only one enemy, I want to say, so far within this area that actually gave me somewhat of a problem, because this dude has some very high defense. The other different yokai, for that matter, are not really all that too much of a problem. Now, there is another way that you can go and knock out on different yokai over into the pit there to go and throw them off out of the sumo ring. And that's by having to go and bump them. And I don't think I really ever got to go and do a bump, I don't think, within this. I think all I did was just do a lot of attacking. That was about it. And using Sudatoji is like the best guy out here for this type of stuff. And there we go. And just like that, we'll just go and throw away out here with Chalky. So very good. Now we're going to be running into one of the most annoying and most frustrating beginner tournament battles that we are going to have to go and face, because so far we got ourselves with 2 white two white circles. That means we got ourselves with 2 clear areas within that tournament, but we still got ourselves with just 1 more to go. Now these guys are going to be super bulky. Now if you guys remember from before, we have met up with that one blob yokai, and we met up with Swelton, I think I want to say, from before. Now we have went about out with a Swelton, and those guys are like literally a Chansey at this point, like within a Pokemon game. Their defenses are so high that you have to just keep on attacking with all your might. So at least if you have like some sort of equipment that will boost up your attack, you can at least somewhat do this out here. But yeah, so annoying Swelton's out here. We got that weird blob yokai, and there's also a new yokai, which I'm pretty certain I think we have seen this guy before back in the old school yokai days, and that is with Ham out here. And now I want to say Ham is one of the most annoying of the different type of yokais by far that is literally on this team. This man will literally heal himself up almost exactly like the Celestial Chiron that we went in battle from before. And all I have to say to that is that after that lengthy, annoying battle, and I had to do a lot of editing out here because this took like majority of the episode, finally knocked out with Ham, with him currently just healing up every single time. But I'm just happy that we went and cleared it out, and we're all good. And it seems like we are almost about to be ending off with the episode out here for today. So let's kind of see what the last bit of stuff is going to happen. Now, I believe since this is basically the last of the beginner tournament battles that we have to go for, we will be able to get ourselves with some special rewards, such as getting with a Swelton Soul, which we don't really do need anything of that. But yeah, look at that. So the results is that we got 3 wins and 0 losses. That's actually pretty nice. 3-0 and never had any type of loss. Now, I'm pretty sure if you do lose once, you're totally okay. But if you lose twice, then you're actually out of the tournament. So you want to make sure that you at least survive at least 2 different times throughout here, or at least all 3 if you can. There we go. So now we got ourselves with new tournaments available, which I will be doing that on my own time, so that I will be able to go and hopefully try to battle out with Nebma on my own occasion out here. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next series of Ni no Kuni, and of course, peace.